with me. This woman going to Sabbath, going to worship at the synagogue. Sabbath after Sabbath for 18 long years. You know, it's almost a miracle that God was able to even see her. Because if we set her back there and everybody is standing up, you couldn't see her. And back in those days, the synagogue was segregated where the men had to sit in the front and the women had to be in the back. And so one day God, he seen her for 18 long years. He saw this woman go in, come out, go in, come out. Just like this. I can't imagine this woman, what was said about her, how she was judged. They probably said, oh, she must have done something. She must, she must be cursed. This sickness, she must have done something wrong for her to be in this condition. I can't even imagine how she could have had a family. I don't know. We don't know anything about her, really. Just the bent over woman that God touched and made whole. And even at that time, she probably didn't even know. She probably lost her identity. But then the Lord called her the daughter of Abraham. I believe she got her identity back. After the Lord touched her and she was made whole. Can you imagine 18 long years? What did she do? How did she clean herself? Did she have a family? Did she have a husband? How did she cook for herself? What was it? I can imagine her being in so much pain to just raise up to even try to look up at the sky. Couldn't see the sun. Know that the sun was beaming down, but she couldn't even look up to see the sky. She was bent over, probably looking at the ash of her affliction. She was bent over. But one day, God saw her. It was her time. It was her season to be made whole. It was her season to no longer be in that state. But Jesus called her woman. He didn't even call her by name. He said, woman, come forth. And her with her bent over self came moving, I believe, in the front of all the men. It was the Sabbath day, so they wasn't feeling that. They wasn't feeling it. And everybody don't want to see you healed. And walking in freedom. They may look at you and say, oh, she was set free, she was blessed. But they don't really mean it. They want you to stay in the bent over position. Many of you tonight, you're bent over. You're bent over in your spirit. But when the word of God says that when he called her forth, he said, be thou made whole. And what happened? Did you see how quickly that happened? She immediately stood erect. Stood up straight. Her spirit is no longer bent over. The things that have had you bent over, the afflictions that have had you bent over. No more. Reset. Reset.